Hello, I'm Monica Price and welcome to Cuppa TV. Today I'm joined by Kenzie Kilpatrick, who has been in the press recently for advertising himself as a sperm donor on Facebook. I'm also joined by Scarlett Baxter, a singer-songwriter who is wowing the crowds and is set to be a big hit in 2015. My first guest is the guy who's hitting the headlines currently for fathering 10 babies by 9 different women. But there's more to the story than you think. Kenzie Kilpatrick is here today to tell us all about it. Kenzie, welcome to Cuppa TV.
Okay.
Really nice to see you. And a Cuppa TV exclusive.
It is, yeah.
First TV appearance. But Kenzie, now just tell us, for those who haven't heard about you in the news, what's been going on?
Well, what it is, I'm a sperm donor and I've helped 9 couples conceive 10 children over a space of 6 months.
I mean, that's just incredible, isn't it? But I mean, how did you do that? You went on Facebook, is that right?
Yeah, I joined a Facebook group. It was back in June, and I obviously put my services out there to say that I was willing to help couples. You know, I was new to the whole donor world as such. And then I went to do that, and then I had couples contact me, and it just went from there. And
did they contact you almost immediately?
Yeah, I did have a lot of people contacting me, like correspondence, but at the same time, I wasn't just jumping into something because I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Yes, I imagine it's a long process, and also a very intimate and personal process.
Well, yeah, it is. I wanted to get to know the people that I was donating for. You know, as couples, you know, you're giving something but you need a connection with that person as well to make sure it's the right situation. If it's for the right person.
Yes, I can understand. And are they all across the UK?
Yeah, they're all distributed really well. There was quite a lot of stuff in the press about it being distributed wisely. You know, I've done that. I'm not silly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what you've done?
Yeah,
yes,
I have done that, and they are distributed all around the UK. So there's but everyone that I've donated for in every pregnancy, I've told the couples where others are from, like the area, so they know. Yeah.
And why do you think it's taken the media by storm, Kenzie?
I don't know. It's gone worldwide, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I mean, it's all over the world.
Yeah.
Is it because you think you've fathered so many? But when we say father, all you've really done is you've donated your sperm.
Yeah, like I think it's because I'm young as well. I don't know any young people. When I was doing it, especially, there's quite a lot of older gentlemen that were doing it.
Yes.
But you know, I was the youngest one that was doing it back then. So it took me by surprise, everything, and then obviously going to the media where it did do, it's overwhelming. And
when you first started thinking about this is what you wanted to do, what made you get to that decision that you
wanted to I was in a relationship at the time, and my ex-partner, you know, he supported me fully in what I wanted to do, which was fantastic, because to have the support of my partner supporting me while I'm helping someone else, you know, as couples, you know, I was helping the woman that wanted to get pregnant, and he was helping the partner through, you know, because they both experienced different stuff to what we were doing, because it was us helping each other.
Yeah. So I mean, so the reasons really then were just you wanted to help people, and that's what you've been quoted as saying. Is that true?
That's what I wanted to do. That's my main aim, you know, to make families, and it's. You know, especially this straight couple that I helped, who spent quite a lot of money on IVF after trying for many years, and for them to get pregnant first time it's overpowering. You know, to have that phone call off the bloke who couldn't produce the semen, you know, to crying down the phone in tears saying thank you for making my family complete. You know, that is touching. That's moving.
There's a lot of that obviously has not been in the media, hasn't it? So you know, it's wonderful you've come along here. So it gives you opportunity to say tell your side of the story. Tell people
about the other side of it.
Yes, that's right. And the couples that you've helped, are they gay couples? Mostly?
There's only one straight couple that I helped, and the rest are in a lesbian relationship.
And again, their feelings must be overwhelming when
it is. You know, when the girls wrote the stories and stuff, you know, to read the praise that they were giving me, because it wasn't I didn't just meet them. I invited them into my home. You know, I cooked them a meal. I got to know these people. It wasn't, you know, as media, you're a sperm donor and that's it. Here you go. See, like, it doesn't work like that. It may work like that in other places, but not the way I do it.
No, that's probably what's catched everybody's attention, because you've kind of given that personal touch as well, haven't you? Yeah. And was that important to you?
It was, because it's a big thing for anyone to do. You know, you have to have the disattachment. You know, as I said in the media, it's different for a man than it is a woman. To carry a baby for 9 months, you have a physical as well as an emotional connection. With the man, it's a little bit less. You know, you do your stuff, and that's it, you know. So.
And how do you feel though now that you know you've given everybody else this opportunity? What about for you?
Yeah,
Kenzie?
well, doing what I did, I met a couple, and I'm gonna co-parent with them.
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, they're in a relationship. I'm single, and it's like, you know, I couldn't think of anything fantastic. Two moms and a dad. That's perfect, and it's made me want my own children, not because I want the donor children. It's because I want mine. I'm at the right stage in my life now to have a child.
Yes, I was going to ask you that. Are you ready? Do you feel you're ready for a child yourself?
Yeah, I do now. Yeah,
Yes.
I've enjoyed my life.
Yes, surrounded by all these babies as well. But let's go back a little bit, Kenzie. What's your past? What's your history?
Well, how do you mean?
In so much as, you know, when you were a child, you know, what happened? How did you get to where you are today?
I don't know. Like, I moved to London when I was 17, and I was a club promoter there, and I really loved that job, and I had a good time partying. Then I come back to Birmingham, and I just working,
And then when you decided that you wanted to become a sperm donor, and you put it on Facebook, I mean, we said you weren't expecting the furore really that.
No, it was overwhelming because there was that many people that were. Saying, can you help me? Can you know, desperate people. And
why do you think that is? Why
because
do you think
people
that
try
is?
for a very long time. You know, they try IVF, they try different options, and it doesn't work for them. But then they try this different option, and that works for them. It's really difficult for a person to be in a situation. You know, like the NHS at the moment, they're saying that we'll only do one shot of IVF or two. You know, that's it, and that's for people that have been trying and can't afford it. And then that's all hope lost for them. But now that this is in the media, that gives people that didn't know that this went on an opportunity to try different options. Yeah, everyone has to be very careful, obviously, with STDs and stuff, you know, that you've got to be careful. And I'd say that, you know, any donor that you do use, ask for STD checks, because that's what I did on a regular basis. You know, I always had my health checks all up to date for the couples to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
and
that's important.
very, very important to me, because these people in a relationship, they're trying to conceive a baby, and any sexually transmitted disease when you're having a baby can be very dangerous. So.
Yeah, so you've researched it. You've done a lot of research.
I do know a lot about the ovulation system. I know so much now about women's bodies. It's unbelievable.
But it's great. Obviously, you enjoy that. You know,
I
you
do,
enjoy
because the people
the process.
Yeah, the people that are new that are doing it, I can pass on the information that I've learnt from my old couples to the new ones, and that's nice.
And do you think that's changed you as a person?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. The whole situation's changed me as a person, because, you know, I didn't just change the couples' lives. I changed their moms, their dads, their grandparents, their brothers, their sisters. Do you know what I mean? They've now got extended family, you know, because of what I've done, and that's.
And you're in contact with those, people,
aren't you?
all
of them. Yeah, I'm in contact with them all. And
which again is very rare. When you're a sperm donor, you would donate the sperm, and then that would be it.
Yeah.
That would be the whole involvement.
Yeah.
And what about with the children that that are already born?
Yeah.
Are you in contact with those?
No, not the children.
No.
I do see photos of the children now and again, which is really nice. But you know, that's their situation with the child, and I appreciate that. Speaking to them as my friends, because you know, quite a lot of the couples that I've donated for want siblings for their brothers and sisters. Do you know what I mean? So
then you would be prepared.
Yeah, I've already said that I'd rather do it so
again.
they had the full siblings. Do you know what I mean? From a lesbian couple, that's a connection as a family. Do you know what I mean? It's.
And when you were the first couple, where was your first couple?
They're from Liverpool. The couple,
really? Yeah.
And they drove down to come see me and my ex-partner, and we went for a drink. We had a meal. Like, they were over for a couple of days, and it was such a
you were a bit scared at the time.
No, God,
or was you okay about it?
I was buzzing for them. I was so excited for them, because you know, once you've inseminated, you've got that 2-week wait, and you know, you can either have devastating news, you can have the best news of your life. And initially, the first person that tested was negative, and then she tested 5 minutes later, then it was a positive.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
And has it been really positive all the way through? I mean, since you've been donating, has it been successful for the couples you've donated to mostly?
Some of them, yeah, mostly, yeah. The media said there was 50. No, I didn't want to put a number on it, because I didn't know. It's not more than 50.
No.
That's what I said.
Yes.
And it was like, you know, there was 2 ladies that unfortunately had miscarriages. So
because I mean, that's nature, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does happen. Out of the ratio, out of 6 to 6, one, you know, it's one miscarried out of 6. So
that's, I mean, it's nature taking its course, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But now you're here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do next?
I just haven't got a clue. It's crazy. I never expected the whole media storm, and you know, for everyone to notice me, and it's like it's fantastic, because I've got the word out there for people who want to be donors or what recipients. You know, it's good that I'm getting the word out for them, and they know that there's a hope.
Yeah, because I was going to say to you, how that was going to be my question actually. How do you feel, because you've got all this media frenzy really, how do you feel that can benefit the couples?
Yeah, it can benefit everyone. It's because, you know, I've had people message me on social media saying that, can you help me? You know, we're in this situation. I've obviously since stopped doing the donations now, but, you know, I know people that do donate, and I can put them forward to other people, and it's good.
Yeah, and so you can just continue really doing what you want to do. I mean, and do you see yourself continuing doing this for a little while?
No.
Or do you feel that, you know, that will be it now?
The donation's definitely it, and yeah, I think 10's enough, you know, and it's been dotted about, and I've done my bit to help people.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
It is
though,
really
isn't
good.
It?
It's crazy.
And then from next now, obviously you're in lots of media, we've just said.
Yeah.
So you're going to be going to do other interviews and things like that. When people are interviewing you, do they try to think there's an underlying reason?
Yeah, a lot of them do, because they're all about the legal sides now. I've spoken to couples like last night, and they asked me, because I listened to the interview on the radio, and they were like, "Are we sure that this is right?" And I was like, "Well, we did our research online last night, and in actual fact, because they're married, they're the legal parents and guardians of their children." Right. And now in the media, they're just saying that I'm the dad. It's not the case, and you know, we all know what media's like, don't we?
They're there to enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, Fred, it's been so lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on to Cuppa TV.
Thank you very much.
And take care of yourself, and good luck with the future.
Cheers,
thank you very much. Welcome back to Cuppa TV. I'm now joined by Lestyn Morris, opera singer extraordinaire. Lestyn, thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Lovely for you to come on to Cuppa TV. And you're Peter Pan.
I am indeed. I actually had the opportunity of being able to perform it in Birmingham last month. It was fantastic. I've been in and around the area, sort of concerts in Rugby, concerts in Coventry. In fact, I'm back in Coventry Cathedral next Good Friday for their annual Passion concerts that they have.
Yes.
But never in Birmingham. And then suddenly last month we managed to get the Peter Pan at the Hippodrome.
Which
it was
is
a
wonderful.
Fantastic first experience.
But, you know, your career, tell us about your career, Iestyn.
Oh, well...
Where did it begin?
I think it all started probably age 13 when I managed to get into an opera. It was in Venice, it was lovely, it was all sort of fantasy land. Never thought it was going to end up as being my actual career. Went off, did another undergraduate degree, and thought there wasn't enough music in my life, had to retrain, and this is now something like 13 years later, I'm here, doing Peter Pan and still never growing up, basically. Yes.
And you're a countertenor, aren't you?
Yes.
That's what you've got to say.
Yes.
So when you were cast for Peter Pan, I mean, Peter Pan in opera, I mean, I've never heard of anything like that. Is this the first?
This is very much the first, and it's a co-commission between Welsh National Opera in Cardiff, Stuttgart Opera, and Berlin Komische Oper Berlin. So it's a very exciting project to be involved in, a new commission, new idea. Whenever you talk about Peter Pan, everyone says, "Oh, are you doing a Christmas show, a pantomime or something like that?" I said, "No, this is serious work here."
Serious, that's right. Yes.
However, then of course you realise that throughout its 110-year sort of theatrical history, Peter Pan as a piece has got so much cultural heritage, and it's so much part of our personality and our ideals. And so yes, you do have to hearken to that. And this also, first time in opera, you have spoken text. You have to address the audience, ask the audience to wake up Tinkerbell and things like that, and then suddenly you do feel that it is very pantomime, because that's part of the
nature of it.
Part of the tradition which has been taken over by pantomime. But then you realise that actually happened for the first time in 1910 when it was first performed as a straight theatre play. And long before people in the 60s were talking about breaking through the fourth wall of theatre and let's engage the audience directly and all that, it had already happened. And so it feels quite right to be doing this in a new operatic commission. Yes.
Yeah, and has it been exciting for you? And obviously you've embraced it. But
it's been great fun.
Yes.
I mean, part of the technical side of things is that, of course, Peter Pan has to fly.
Yes.
So for most of the time, my feet are not on the ground. And that, of course, when
you're singing opera, that's surely must be quite difficult.
Unamplified singing, it's a very, very difficult technical challenge. You've got this very restrictive flight belt on all the time, and actually for ease of all the technical things, all the children have to fly. So you've got four people in the sky most of the time. It's for the technical side of things, it's a lot easier if I just keep the belt on. So you just certain things like not going to the loo for 3.5 hours is brilliant. One of the many challenges that it offers.
Challenges that you face. But I mean, it's going to the Royal Opera House House in London, isn't it? This month,
It's on the 24th and 25th of July.
Yes, which is amazing. Again, are you excited by that prospect?
It's a childhood dream, I suppose, in a way. Everyone wants to be at Covent Garden, everyone wants to be on the main stage at that Royal Opera House. And so yes, this is my debut coming
no
up.
Pressure, lead part.
Exactly, no problem.
Restricted belt.
It's all good, yes, exactly. It's one of those great opportunities where I think, no, I'm going to seize it and I'm going to really enjoy it when I can.
So when you're touring around the world, because you've been around the world, Iestyn, haven't you, with your career, is Vienna, I mean, that's known obviously for the opera, but as equally as is the Royal Opera House in London. Is there a special place that you haven't been to yet that you'd like to?
Is there a special place? I think everyone has a little secret passion for going to, for example, La Scala in Milan. That's something you want to. There is a little tick list of places.
Yes.
And yes, most of my career has been in Holland and Germany so far. It's very nice this year doing something at home where suddenly I go to places and say, oh yes, I know what you're doing. I'm really used to being anonymous, thank you very much. So I know exactly what you're doing. I saw you in the Times. I saw you doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, the tick list is usually places where you grew up. So for me, growing up in London, the tick list was Colosseum, was Covent Garden, and so it's very much wow, living the dream kind of moment.
Yes. And what about your parents and friends? Are they very supportive of what you're doing?
My parents have been extremely supportive. My father was an actor. They met actually as stage managers in Portsmouth, both my parents, and so yes, they did understand going from a mechanical engineering undergraduate degree in Bristol,
yes.
That when I said I'd actually quite like to retrain and become a singer, they sort of understood. They weren't best pleased about it, but they understood that there was that need to perform. Yes, exactly.
And when did you feel that it was an opera? You wanted to be an opera singer? Was that something you said, oh, I'm going to be an opera singer, or did you just progress to that?
I suppose it's a long-term ideal. The first time I did see opera was at the age of 13, and it was a fascinating, absorbing event. But I do remember that was at the end of a long period of fantastic singers coming through, but not necessarily fantastic actors coming through. And being the son of an actor is one of the things which I slightly railed against. I think the only way, but I saw opera as this astounding art form that could be almost a complete art form. And I thought the only way I'm going to try and do this is try and do it from the inside and try and get exciting creative roles, look at them differently, and try and incorporate a slightly higher sense of acting with the voice as well.
And I've seen some of your work, and I mean, you do that. There is a sort of extra creativity, if you like, to your work. Is that something you want to do and do more of?
I think it's partly to do with the voice as well. I think it's. I feel that I'm a very physical singer. When you train in college, you do get told in several classes that you should really own your emote from the neck up, kind of thing. Anytime you have a gesture, then it's going to be criticised, it's going to be commented on, and so a lot of people they end up doing their wonderful song recitals like this, and you think, well, come on, my voice doesn't seem to work like that. I need to engage the whole body. So I am a physical character on stage anyway. It makes sense to go into an operatic side of things, because when I do a song recital, I am also quite physical. I don't tend to move around, but I do involve the whole body just to produce the sound, but also as a character that you're playing in a song recital, you still have to embody that character. So yes. Well,
we're going to listen to some of your one of your pieces actually. So would you like to introduce it to us?
I think you've got a clip from something that is fast becoming a regular feature in my annual concert diary, which is in a beautiful city of Białystok in the east of Poland. It's actually known as the Versailles of Poland, so you'll get an idea of why I'm in this wonderful 18th century surroundings. It's actually in the ballroom of a copy of the Palace of Versailles. I'm going there again at the end of August this year too. So yes, it's a very nice part of my year. And this is a Handel aria from his opera Orlando. It's called Stygia Larve, and he is the title role, Orlando. He is crossing the river Styx, going to the gates of hell.
Fantastic. Well, we should look forward to that. But thank you so much for coming on Cuppa TV, Lestyn.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that's it for today. I'd like to thank Robert, Jackie and Iestyn for joining me today. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can join us on Facebook or Twitter at Big Centre TV. We'd love to hear from you. Come back and join me very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.